Why does Info-chan hate Osana Najimi? Let's see a possible explanation. Hey guys, this is Phil the Detective here, and I'm back at it again with a new yandere simulator theory, which is a possible reason why Info-chan hates Osana so much that she wants her to suffer. By the way, this theory is a follow-up of my previous theory about yandere sim, where I pretty much established that Info might be a yandere and that it could be the reason why she hates Osana. Now's the time to elaborate. First of all, I'm starting with what we know from the second introduction to the game. The one where Info contacts Yandere-chan through text to offer a partnership between themselves. In that version of the intro, Info specifically said to Yan-chan, "I hope you make her suffer," while referring to Osana. I feel like I've heard that name a billion times by now. But hey, the question that transpires from that exchange is, why is that? In the first intro, she said that she wants her and a bunch more people to die so that she could make juicy articles about their death or disappearances. But here, we have nothing, nada, zero reason as to why. So, here's what I think is going on. I think that her possible yandere condition could be the reason why she wants Osana to suffer. My explanation stems from one of Osana's events. You know, the one where she gets a phone call from an unknown guy? Which is probably the same one that Musume Ronchaku referred to as a boy from another school, and if he's her boyfriend. Before Osana replied that he is not and that he's a total creep. Which is justifiable since she clearly doesn't want anything to do with him, but he keeps calling her anyway, which prompted her to threaten to call the cops on him. "Don't worry, Osani, I'm on my way." After finishing what I'm up to here, that is. Anyways, one thing that I'd like to point out that I kind of mentioned in my previous video is, who could Info Senpai be if she really is a yandere? It obviously isn't a student at Academy High since, like I said, nothing bad happens at our school if we decide to play peacefully. I know that Yandere Dev's first idea was for Info-chan to be the actual last rival and that she's been using Yandere-chan to do the dirty work for her so that she could have Senpai all to herself after getting rid of us. But that idea was discontinued. I think it's a good idea. The backstabber plot twist is kind of overused and it's kind of a cliche at this point. If we disregard all that, this means that her senpai must be from another school, which is exactly what this boy is. I hear you say, well, could be a coincidence, and it very well could be, if we don't look at this more carefully. If we consider the fact that Info wants specifically Osana to suffer or die for a personal vendetta, and that some boy from another school is interested in Osana, albeit in a creepy way, it could add up really. If we analyze animes, yanderes are supposed to interfere in the love life of the guy they want to be with, being extremely jealous and obsessive of him, to the point where they would resort to tactics like blackmail or murder to achieve their goal. I think we've already established that blackmail is Info's middle name. This means that if the boy they love were to show interest in another girl, it would trigger them to take action against that. Exactly the same way as if they were to perceive that another girl is interested in him, which happens a lot more often in anime. So, if we add up the facts that Info could be a yandere, that the boy she's interested in must study at another school, and that Osana seems to have a, let's say, secret admirer, is it still a thing? Anyways, it is obvious that it is the reason why Info wants her dead, since she would believe that Osana wants to steal him away from her, or at least wants something bad to happen to her for disrespecting her beloved senpai. "Oh, senpai, I'm gonna get a slice of you." Now that's my girl. That wasn't creepy or anything. Just to make this clear, I do not condone the acts of murder and violence. But I do think it's a good thing to be determined and knowing what you want. Anyways, back on track. I also foresee a possible ending since, If we look at the list that Yandere Dev made about possible endings depending on our actions, there is one where it says, ending where Yandere-chan never took a panty shot for Info-chan. It doesn't say what that ending consists of, nor is there any insinuation, but I have my own theory on that. Since there are some services that Info provides us without us needing to pay for it, the most important being doing a duplicate of the exam answer sheet to frame our rival of cheating, Info even says, that one's free. Don't get used to it. We kind of are, Info. I mean, you already give us information about our rivals and everyone at school by sending you a picture of their face. That's one of the most useful mechanics of the game. We could technically only need this to finish the game, and you're doing that for free. Might be a wrong business move, but hey, I'm not complaining. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I think that if we never take a panty shot, which is nasty behavior by the way, Info will approach us being like, you owe me. You're going to repay your debt or I'll expose you. And we will be forced to do as she says. After all, her character information does say, if she wants a favor from you, you'd better do exactly as she asks, or else. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. What I think the favor would be is helping her to get her own senpai, probably through sabotaging his love life so that she could confess her feelings, which he'd pretty much be forced to accept since she would be his only option ever. Either that or we'll have to help her with kidnapping him, which both sounds like reasonable demands. Though if it's the latter, I think they should prepare a few things like a mask, a bag, and a van. So we'll see if they'll do it. I could be a good yandere-kun. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, more seriously, either option would expand the game's lifespan if we decide to go this route. We'll see if my prediction comes to pass. In the end, that theory would only work if Info does turn out to be a yandere and is interested in the boy who's kind of harassing Osana. Anyways, that's it for me now. I hope you enjoyed my theory. I will make more like these if you enjoyed. Until the next video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share my video. See you in the next one, and stay safe from yandere girls. Peace out, everybody.